I just tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. If you mix brilliance with bravery, that we can ignite something. Even this conversation alone can ignite the people.
The time is now to express and for people to believe in themselves. The time is now for it to be okay to be great. People in this world shun people for being great, for being a bright color, for standing out. But the time is now to be okay to be the greatest you.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Kelly. We are back with another video. I want to say, if you are new to the channel, thank you so much for checking it out, and please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. Smash the like button. Whatever you can do, interact with the channel. I would greatly appreciate that. It really does help me out. And if you are not new to the channel and you're a returning listener or subscriber, thank you for being a friend, guys. As always, I very much look forward to each and every video with you guys, and I greatly appreciate y'all. So I wanted to get into a few things today, guys. It's our weekly, edition of Twitter Tuesdays, except for this Twitter Tuesday, guys. I'm sad to say, Elon Musk has disappointed us all. And it's so true. It is so true. And I should have expected this, when I wasn't allowed back on Twitter using my original account, This was to be expected. But I want to show you guys just exactly why I was suspended. And we're going to get into some other things. We're going to do an Instagram Tuesday, I guess, because I pulled some videos from Instagram. And we're going to check those out. And it's going to be basically the same thing, but with just a different platform. And hopefully by next Tuesday, I'll have my Twitter back. So let's get into it, guys. Without further ado, everyone, please go ahead and hit the like button. Like I said, please comment, subscribe, whatever you can do. I appreciate y'all. And y'all can still go follow me on Twitter. They haven't completely taken it away, but they really want to. So let's get into it, y'all. So I want to start off with this, okay? So I appealed the decision because they wanted me to remove this tweet, and I did nothing wrong. I literally was responding to a video, which I'm fixing to show you guys now, but this was the alert that I got on my phone when I tried to go log into my Twitter. So I appealed it once, and they immediately, or pretty shortly after appealing it, they basically denied it or whatever. So I appealed again, and I said, look, I didn't do anything wrong, and they're saying it's for hateful conduct. Because, and I'm not even going to be able to say the word, but you guys can probably read it, and I'm probably going to have to edit this video like crazy, because I don't even know what's safe anymore to say. So, it's basically saying, I'm responding to a video from Clown World saying, it's the girl, and I have to bleep myself here, it's the girl for me. And so, let's get into the video, guys, where I was simply responding to something that someone who is supposedly gay, playing a character in a show that is gay, calling themselves this term, okay? I didn't even invent this term. I was simply responding and saying that, the fact that this person was calling themselves that was sending me. It was very much giving. And so that's literally all I was saying. So let's just, I don't want to hold you guys. Let's just watch the video. This is from Shameless, okay? And just prepare yourselves for this clip that you're about to see, because this is the amount of wokeness that is in this clip. It might make your brain hurt, okay?
Oh, that's a lot of people. Don't worry, they don't bite.
Watch out.
Hey.
Hello.
This is Ian. This is my crew from the LGBTQIA Center.
Hey.
Hey, Ian. Are you going to introduce yourself, or do I have to do it for you?
I'm Bethany. I'm a triracial cisgendered girl fag. I identify.
So that's it. I'm not going to be able to play the whole clip, guys, obviously, because YouTube's probably going to give me a copyright strike. Anyways, I don't know. The whole world is shit. Every social media platform is shit. It's really disappointing. My last video, I literally didn't even play audio from a Dateline or a 48 Hours news segment on Lori Vallow, and they gave me copyright claim for that. And I'm so over all of these damn platforms. But here we are. I really would love to just only post to Rumble, but I mean, my following is here on YouTube, so here we are. But anyway, so as you can see, this was somebody who's apparently playing a gay character that called themselves that, and all I did was comment under Clown World's reposting of this clip saying it's that for me. And I got flagged on Twitter, my account locked up, and they're basically going to limit my functions for 12 hours. I had to delete the tweet, and they were going to limit my functions for 12 hours. Basically put me in Twitter timeout for that. So yeah, guys, this is literally where we're at. Okay, so great time to be alive. And Elon Musk, you know what? I knew it. It's always been F you, Elon Musk, and it always will be, because you are a joke. You hired that woman as the new CEO of Twitter. Yeah. We got our eyes on you, Elon. You can go to hell. So let me know, guys. Do y'all think that this is a suspension worthy tweet? Y'all let me know in the comments, please. So let's move on. I don't want to harp too much on this, but I wanted to let you guys know what was going on and why we're pulling clips from Instagram and other sources. But let's get into some Joe Biden shenanigans, guys. He was at HBCU, guys, or he was at Howard University saying all kinds of anything. And let's see what those comments were, okay?
A vivid demonstration when it comes to race in America. Hope doesn't travel alone.
Oh, really?
It's shadowed by fear, by violence, and by hate. But after the election and the re-election of the first black American president,
hello,
I had hope that the fear, violence, and hate was significantly losing ground. After no longer being vice president, I became a professor at the University of Pennsylvania for 4 years.
Liar.
But in 2017, in Charlottesville, Virginia, crazed neo-Nazis with angry faces came out of the fields literally with torches, carrying Nazi banners from the woods and the fields, chanting the same anti-Semitic bile heard across Europe in the 30s, something I never thought I would ever see in America. Accompanied by Klansmen and white supremacists, emerging from dark rooms and remote fields in the anonymity of the internet,
hello,
confronting decent Americans of all backgrounds, standing in their way into the bright light of day.
Wow.
And a young woman, objecting to their presence, was killed.
Was she, though?
And what did you hear? That famous quote, when asked about what happened. The famous quote, "There are very fine people on both sides."
Oh, yeah, here we go. It's all Trump's fault. Everything is Trump's fault, guys. Didn't you all know this? So, yeah, funny story is, Joe Biden, former vice president, it was your boss, you know, your current boss and your previous boss, Barack Obama. Yeah, he's the one that sowed all the division in this country that led to things like Charlottesville, okay? And I'm not even saying that, like, I'm not making a narrative on Charlottesville. Whatever, those people had the right to protest whatever the fuck they wanted to protest. Let's blame the maniac in the car that ran over the woman, okay? Let's not put this on all of the people who were there peacefully protesting. Doesn't matter what their message was. You don't have to like it. A lot of people don't like the message that Antifa brings, okay? That doesn't mean they don't have the right to, as we've all seen, you know, burn down every single city that they come in contact with. I mean, obviously they don't have that right. But if you ask Joe Biden, they do. Or if you ask Kamala Harris, who's bailing these people out, they do have that right. But these people weren't even burning anything down. They were just literally there peacefully with a message that you didn't like, okay? And there were fine people on both sides. So all of this, and you are continuing the job that your boss started when he was in office of dividing this country by race so horridly that it's honestly truly like abhorrent. It's disgusting. The amount of racial division that this man here is trying to sow, the amount of division he's trying to cause between people of, you know, different political backgrounds, different political ideologies. I mean, I've never seen someone so divisive as this disgusting piece of shit man. So let's get into some other highlights, if you can call him that, from former Vice President Joe Biden, okay? From this idiotic speech, this absolutely incoherent, mumbling, rambling speech.
In January 2021, I stood in the U.S. Capitol to be inaugurated as President of the United States. Just days before, on that very spot, a violent insurrection took place. A dagger at the throat of democracy.
Somebody get a dagger
for the first time in our history, an attempt to stop the peaceful transfer of power in this country.
Oh, is that what happened?
And they failed. Our democracy held.
Too bad they failed.
Again, hope prevailed. And this time, I was standing with a black woman.
Really? Who was that?
Procession down Pennsylvania
Who's the black
Avenue
woman?
as President and Vice President of the United States of America. And who was marching alongside her?
Hello?
The Howard University Marching Band in lockstep in solidarity.
That's amazing. No, they actually weren't, you idiot, because... Okay, anyways, moving on. Next clip, guys. Let's get into this last one here.
Supremacy, as I did my inaugural address, to single out as the most dangerous terrorist threat to our homeland.
Oh, is that right?
White supremacy.
White supremacy, you say?
Once in every several generations enters at a point in our history where it actually has a chance to change the trajectory of the country. You face that inflection point today.
Oh, do we?
I know you'll meet the moment. I just think about the many ways you already have.
Wow. That's amazing. I think that you are a hateful, disgusting puppet of a man, an empty suit, an utter disgrace to everything and everyone in this country, okay? You're a crook, a cheat, a liar, and an utter buffoon and an idiot, okay? The most corrupt president we have ever had, and I use the word president very loosely, okay? Very loosely. So let's get into some of Joe Biden's best moments here, guys, or some might call them the worst moments. Just as a little reminder, he was spewing all of this hatred towards, you know, a large majority of the country, aka white people, saying that white supremacy is the biggest thing, the biggest challenge, the biggest threat to democracy in the country, when that is so far from the truth. That is such a disgusting and defamatory statement. So I want to actually show you guys his real true feelings, okay?
That somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Oh, really?
I mean, you got the first sort of mainstream African American who is articulate and bright and clean, nice looking guy. I mean, that's a storybook, man.
Unlike the African American community, with notable exceptions, the Latino community is an incredibly diverse community.
What?
With incredibly different.
So unlike the black community, with a few noticeable exceptions, he said, the Latino community is extremely diverse. AKA the black community, you guys are all the same. Y'all are just basically like cookie cutter. You know, y'all aren't diverse at all. Y'all have no culture. The only culture y'all have probably is crime, according to him. He said things like he doesn't want his kids living in a racial jungle. Okay, so that's his words. Okay, not mine.
Attitudes about different things.
You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Now, you don't know my state. My state was a slave state. My state is a border state.
He's going to let the big banks once again write their own rules. Unchain Wall Street. They're going to put you all back in chains.
And I can tell you, as I was a little brown girl, I found Joe Biden's words very condescending indeed. And I think a lot of other brown girls would have felt the same way.
I think the two-party system, although my Democratic colleagues don't like me saying this, I think the two-party system is good for the South and good for the Negro, good for the black in the South. Other than the fact that they still call me boy, I think they changed their mind.
Biden sought and received support from Mississippi Senator James Eastland, the Democratic chairman of the Judiciary Committee, and a leading symbol of Southern resistance to desegregation. He frequently spoke of blacks as, quote, an inferior race.
Surprising. Surprising in what way?
Well, the fact that he would solicit the support of staunch segregationists, James Eastland as well as Jesse Helms.
In terms of foreclosure, in terms of bad loans that were being, these Shylocks who took advantage.
Specifically.
Anti-Semitism. Yeah, you guys, anti-Semitism, that is like the worst. That is worse than Hitler, okay? That is literally like the worst crime you could ever commit, okay? Go straight to jail if you're ever doing an anti-Jew thing, okay? How dare him? I mean, if you're not mad about all this racist shit he says against black people, that ought to outrage you right there more than anything, okay? And that's obviously sarcasm.
No, I haven't taken the test. Before you got in this program, you take a test where you're taking cocaine or not? What do you think, huh? Are you a junkie?
What do you say to President Trump
And then he tries to laugh it off. Bitch, what are you trying to say? All black people are on cocaine? And people like totally overlooked or forgot about these moments. A lot of these happened during the campaign that he half-assed ran in 2020 or 29. You know, like, I mean, the thing that he said to Charlemagne the God and the thing that he just said to that man right there, like, blew my mind. And it's just like people just completely let that fly over their head, let that slide past them, just like, whatever, no big deal. Just because, you know, Trump said a thing one time, he did a mean tweet, and it's like, we hate him. So we're, you know, Trump bad, Orange Man bad, Joe Biden, you know, he was vice president under Barack Obama, so we'll go with him. It's the it's the blind sheepness, okay, that really does it for me.
When I marched in the Civil Rights Movement, I did not march with a 12-point program. I marched with tens of thousands of others to change attitudes. I was involved, but I was not out marching. I was not down in Selma. I was not anywhere else.
We know you lied.
I was, in fact, very concerned about the Civil Rights Movement.
Yeah, but you
I was
still
not
lied.
an activist. I worked in an all-black swimming pool in the east side of Wilmington, Delaware. I was involved.
Where apparently the kids all like to rub up his leg hair, and he got in a fight with Corn Pop around back, okay?
Involved in what they were thinking, what they were feeling. I was in law school. I wore sport coats.
Great, no one cares.
I was not part of that. I'm serious. I'm not.
So, yeah, guys, I'll post this video if you want to see the rest of it. I don't want to play the whole thing because it's 7 minutes, but those are just a few examples, okay, of Joe Biden's. We need to know his true feelings, guys, and there they are, okay? The worst thing Trump has said was that, you know, there's Mexicans coming over the border that are, you know, rapists and killers and drug dealers, okay? And, you know, whatever. And he said, like, one time people didn't like that. He said, oh, there's my African-American supporter over there. And, like, you know, who the flip cares? That's not even, he wasn't even being racist then. People just, perceived it a certain way. But it's all about intention, and it's all about, like, you know, the way that people, like, you know, might take something the wrong way if they have a difference in age, which obviously Trump's an older guy, and people used to be a lot less sensitive than they are now. So I think it was more of the case of that. These are obviously, like, clear, like, in the face, like, out of line statements. Doesn't matter what age or what era you're living in, he's out of pocket, out of line, especially the newer comments that he made, the cocaine comment that if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Okay, sir, so what are you trying to say? All black people need to vote for you just because they're black? Very, very out of line, okay? So anyways, let's move on from this bumbling idiot, and let's get to another bumbling idiot, okay? Let's check out this, you know, a lot of people are up in arms about this commercial that Miller Lite put out, and they're trying to say that, like, it's the new Bud Light. Now, I would just want to say, like, before, I want to preface this with saying that, like, I don't think this is as bad as the Bud Light thing. I don't. But it is a testament to, like, we might have a win. Like, you know, conservatives or people that are against, like, all this corporate wokeism might have had a win with the Bud Light, like, boycott that's been happening, and that's caused Bud Light to absolutely, like, hemorrhage their sales, and, like, you know, it's caused a big hurting on them in this country. It doesn't matter. All of those things can happen, and these companies will still do shit like this.
Here's a little known fact. Women were among the very first to brew beer ever. From Mesopotamia to the Middle Ages to colonial America, women were the ones doing the brewing. Centuries later, how did the industry pay homage to the founding mothers of beer? They put us in bikinis. Wow.
Not bikinis. Oh my God.
Look at this wild. It's time beer made it up to women.
So
today, Miller Lite is on a mission to clean up not just their but the whole beer industry's Miller Lite has been scouring the internet for all this and buying it back so that they can turn it into good for women brewers. Literally, good How, you ask? Ladies, take it away.
First, we turn the bad into compost. Then we feed compost to worms. Push out beautiful fertilizer.
That good helps farmers grow quality hops, which is then donated to women brewers to make their own really good
But there's definitely more out there. In your attic, in the garage, in your parents' basement. Send any you got into Miller Lite, and they'll turn that into good too. Oh. So here's to women, because without us, there would be no beer.
That's absolutely not true. So, off the rip, you know, I hate it because it's very much giving me like feminism, and I'm very opposed to all of that. I don't think that this is like cute in any way. Like, oh yeah, girl power. What is wrong with women being in bikinis? What's wrong with people seeing beautiful women in bikinis selling beer? Okay, to men who are the main consumers of beer, might I just add, and all of this shit in this. It's literal shit, literally. They picked the right word because that's what this commercial was shit. And I mean, like I said, it's not as bad as like Bud Light. It's not going to be like the same sort of reaction, but I think people are so sensitive to this right now that it's caused a big stir and a big reaction to this commercial because people are already on the defense about this. And for them to come out and do this right now, it just shows the utter lack of awareness that a lot of these companies have. It shows how much they just really don't care. And they don't care about their consumers. They don't care about the backlash they might face. They just don't. You know, they want to pander to woke women, you know, that Jew woman who probably doesn't even drink beer, okay? So what is the deal? I mean, it's just like, it just makes me so crazy. And it really just, it's beyond me. It's beyond comprehension why these companies are choosing to go this path, okay? And this commercial was entirely too much cringe for like one 90-second ad to even contain, okay? It just was. There's not like all these women farmers, like epic boss babes that are out there growing fertilizer, making their own fertilizer so they can grow hops and make their own beer. Yeah, it's totally a woman thing, right? No. Get a fucking grip, Miller Lite. Get a grip. Realize, you know, like, take the temperature. Understand your audience. Like, my God, we used to have this, like, under control. We used to, like, know this concept. And now it's just, like, everyone is just, like, running around like a chicken with their goddamn heads cut off, okay? They're just running around like, who can be the wokest? Who can virtue signal the hardest? I'm going to virtue signal so freaking hard right now that it's going to make your head spin. Oh, well, you know what? I'm going to virtue signal so hard that the nuclear bomb's going to drop on your face. Yeah, take that. Okay, you know what? Y'all are going to make people stop drinking beer altogether, okay? Y'all are really going to do something, and it's not going to be pretty, okay? So what do y'all think about this ad, guys? I mean, it's just so whatever at this point. I'm really, I'm kind of over beer. I've been drinking either Coors Light or Miller Lite. Actually, I've really been drinking Coors Light because I prefer that one over Miller Lite. So I guess I'll just continue with Coors, I guess, for now until they come out with a commercial promoting, sex change for kids or drag queen story hour. I don't know what's next. Just hold on to your butts. That's all I can say. So let's go on to the Instagram clips that I have pulled for you guys. And let's start with this one here. This is posted by Representative Matt Gaetz. The FBI and senior officials involved in the Russia hoax engaged in a seditious conspiracy against President Donald Trump. The inside man was James Comey. So, have y'all heard about this? I'm sure y'all have. If y'all haven't, the Durham report came out. As we all already knew, the FBI is a corrupt pile of dog doo-doo. They should be immediately defunded and completely get rid of that entire agency. We don't need them. We've discussed this before on the channel. We have local police. We have state police. We don't need federal police too. I mean, all of the alphabet agencies need to go. They've been corrupt. They are corrupt. The Durham report absolutely proved it. It vindicated everybody. But it doesn't do any good because here we are with, President, quote unquote, Joe Biden. Donald Trump's first term was completely and utterly derailed and quite honestly stolen from him in a lot of ways because everyone was so caught up in this fake ass shit that should have never been even a thing. There was no evidence whatsoever to even start an investigation is what James Durham actually found throughout all of his reporting and throughout all of his investigating, it's a joke. It is such a joke. You have to laugh to keep from crying. I don't even know. This country, oh my God, just like it's scary. It's scary what we're going through right now, and people don't see it. A lot of people just don't see it. They don't want to see it. They don't want to think about how bad things really are. So a lot of people just want to bury their heads in the sand, and we just can't do that. I mean, I would stress you guys, we cannot do that. There's still going to be people out there that don't want to see it. They don't want to look. They'd rather just stay in their bubble. Well, older people, I'll die soon, or younger people, well, I'm just going to worry about my life, and, whatever's going to be will be. Yeah, great attitude. Perfect. Wonderful.
By senior government officials at the end of the Obama administration and beyond?
It was a seditious conspiracy, and the inside man was James Comey. This was cooked up by Brennan and Clapper and Susan Rice, and they left Comey to be a part of the Trump administration to erupt this Russia hoax lie. Now we will always think of 2016 to about 2019 as the Russia hoax era of American politics, and I took particular note at how Jim Comey was always asking, where's that FISA? Where's that warrant to do that spying that was approximate to the Trump campaign? This year, Chris, we're going to have to take a vote in the Congress to reauthorize the very authorities we saw weaponized in this Durham report, and I cannot imagine any Republican voting to reauthorize those authorities in this very form. We've got the pattern recognition here, though. That's the important.
There better be nobody, period, that should vote to reauthorize or give any funds to any of these agencies, Democrat or Republican alike, if you're not outraged by what the Durham report came out with. And a lot of people are saying that it was nothing because he didn't suggest any charges filed. Well, a lot of that has to do with the fact that the people that he already suggested be charged with crimes were found to be, not guilty, because you're looking at a Washington, D.C. jury. Those people are all woke idiots. Those people are the most leftist lefts that there are. They're completely blind. They have Trump derangement syndrome, each and every last single one of them. It's almost useless to try any Republican or any person that you want to, like any person that a Republican would want to bring charges against to make accountable for their crimes. It's useless. All those people vote for Barack Obama. All those people voted for Hillary Clinton. All those people voted for Joe Biden. It's like, it's pointless. It's a waste of time. But the report that he came out with was scathing, and it was eye-opening, and it shed a light on the corruption that is at the FBI on so many different levels. And if people don't see that in Congress, and if you look at this through a partisan scope, you're trash, and you should be voted out of your seat.
Important thing. This is not just in the rear view for us. It's very much through the windshield. Right. You've got big government, big media, big tech, all in this conspiracy to try to reshape the nature of truth. And guess what? You saw the very features of that same conspiracy reemerge in the Hunter Biden laptop scandal. I believe that truth in this country should be a function of discovery. It shouldn't be something defined by the powerful.
Was this a sedition?
And where are those charges against Hunter Biden? DOJ, I'm talking to you guys. We're looking at y'all, okay? We're looking at you. Where are the charges against Hunter Biden? Because they charged George Santos, representative from New York, who's a conservative. They charged him awfully quick. They brought those charges with the quickness, okay? Within months of him being elected to his seat. But y'all are dragging y'all's damn feet with the Hunter Biden laptop story when he is completely and utterly guilty. On its face, he's guilty of multiple different crimes. It just shows you the corruption, the partisanship, the utter disgrace that is our DOJ and our FBI and our government as a whole. And I just love Matt Gaetz so much. I hope he runs for president one day. If he stays on the path that he's on, he's good in my book, for sure. So let's look into this, guys. This is from Breitbart. Illegal immigrants bailed out of a car when DPS conducted a traffic stop and found and seized 38 pounds of methamphetamine in Uvalde County, Texas, as seen in a video released May 11th by Texas DPS, guys. So this is what we're bringing and letting into our country en masse on a daily freaking basis. Thanks a lot, Joe Biden. Look at how many people get out of this fucking car. 1, 2, 3. There's more. There's more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait.
Get out of the car.
And 7. There's a driver. Hello?
Now, get out. Turn around.
Idiot. This black guy is the one driving him. I mean, what the fuck? I don't even know if he's black, Mexican. I don't even know what you are, sir. You're a disgrace, is what you are. Who's the driver? Who's the driver? Who is the damn driver? They're not sending their best, guys. They are not sending us their best. We're just saying. Donald Trump's been trying to warn you guys, okay? Just saying. Okay? Well, we've been trying to tell y'all. So that's what's going on, guys, at our border. And that's, like, minute in comparison to a lot of other things that are happening that don't get caught, okay? And I just love how, like, all of them bailed. So they all got away. Those drug smugglers all got away. So they're free. They're criminals. They've probably crossed over the border illegally. And now they've got backpacks full of meth. All up and through the country. Okay, great. Okay, guys, so this is from the Typical Liberal. And the caption reads, how many times have we on the right explained the lies, showed the evidence, people still won't believe us. The Durham report is huge, but will anything come of it? Who knows? One thing I do know is that this judicial system and justice system cuts the Democrats a lot of slack. You can say that again. That's an understatement, okay? So let's hear what this corrupt bitch has to say, okay? And on this meme caption says, the Durham report completely exposed Hillary Clinton for lying and pushing the knowingly fake Trump-Russian collusion hoax. Can we actually look into her collusion with foreign countries now, like, say, China, or maybe Haiti, or maybe Syria, or Saudi Arabia, or any other country? Yeah. Can we look into some of the mysterious deaths surrounding the Clintons? Maybe? Hello? Oh, she makes me so mad. Every time I talk about Hillary, she just really gets
the other adversary of ours who's anywhere near as good as the Russians is China.
Oh, really?
So why should Russia have all the fun? And since Russia is clearly backing Republicans, why don't we ask China to back us?
I hereby tonight ask China.
That's right. And not only that, China, if you're
not two Chinese shills on the same very screen. 2 lesbians I see here. Wow.
Listening, why don't you get Trump's tax returns? I'm sure our media would richly reward you. So the only other...
Oh my God, is she soliciting China right here on our very TV screens on the Rachel Maddow show? Are they going to scissor after this? Because I would like to know. Inquiring minds need to know these things. Hillary, you need to shut your mouth. Bitch, you are so you have scraped by, girl. You really have. You've gotten lucky. You might want to quit while you're ahead. Okay, girl? Go sit down somewhere because we're about sick of you. I've been sick of you, girl. You just, ooh-wee. Anyways, so I'm going to show you guys this next video here, and it's going to be kind of quick because I can't let this linger on my screen too much. This is another very dangerous subject we're about to broach here. Very, very bad misinformation is about to follow, okay? All of which you are about to see here on this very next tab that I'm fixing to open, and I'm fixing to let you guys witness here for a few seconds, okay? It's all lies. I just want to put that on the record for YouTube and my overlords who have, they have re-educated me on this topic, okay? And I obviously know that 2020 was the fairest and the freest, guys, election that ever existed, okay? There was absolutely no funny business with 2020 election, guys. Joe Biden is the most popular, okay? The most 81 millionest votes president we've ever had, guys, and he is my leader. So I just want to show you this just so y'all can see what misinformation really looks like. Okay, guys, this is from Carrie Lake. You're about to see 90 seconds of the signature verification process where one person verifying signatures five times fast as they can load. Or I'm sorry, as fast as they can load. So she's about to zoom in here. There's 2 people verifying signatures. Okay. The difference is one's doing it mighty fast. And the other person's doing it, you know, at a normal pace, okay? This person's at 14, this person's at 3. Okay, anyways, yep, this is all lies. Everything you're seeing, just forget it. Your eyes are deceiving you guys. Everything is a lie here, okay? We know this. 2020 was the best election we've ever had. So I just wanted to let you guys know and see that. Just if you want to go check it out, you know, you can. But I would, you know, I'm warning you now. Carrie Lake is a dangerous person, okay? She spreads lies just like Donald Trump does. So just throwing it out there, okay? So this is another thing that I wanted to show you guys. This is a little bit funnier. This is just going to break it up. This is from It's On Site, which is actually a celebrity urban blog. Urban meaning, you know, for black, pretty much for the most part. You know, like I follow a lot of these blogs because I like, you know, current culture, and I listen to a lot of rap music and stuff like that. So I naturally follow this page on Instagram, and I saw this video and I thought it was very entertaining, and I just wanted to share it with you guys because I thought it was something else. So somebody said these street interviews hitting our community worser than the crack epidemic. Okay, and then another person, Based Savage, at Crack Cobain, excellent handle on this man's Instagram. It says, this is the worst era of black people ever. So what are they talking about here, guys? Let's see. Or a perk. Excuse me, I need to reload you. Five guy. He said 9 to 5 guy or a perkhead drug dealer with money.
Perkhead. A perkhead drug dealer with money. Perk drug dealer with money. I'm with the perkhead with the money. A drug dealer. I like drug dealers. How bad is the perk addiction? 9 to 5 guy or a perkhead drug dealer with money. Okay, so and this is not even just black people. I would argue that this, because you saw that fat Mexican bitch. So it's like, this is just the state of our country. I mean, it's like, what a clown show. What an absolute clown show. Give me the drug dealer. Yes, I love a drug dealer. Yeah. Okay, you know what? Yeah, all of y'all look like y'all are on some damn perks. Okay. Anyways, moving on. This was a good one, guys. I've been seeing this for a long time. Target is not to be trusted, guys. You all need to be aware of the grooming that has been going on in Target. I refuse to shop there anymore. I just won't do it. And it's like, you know, all of the, like, you know, Starbucks girlies or whatever you want to call, you know, like all the Target babes, Target moms. Y'all need to, like, be aware. And if you're not aware by now, I don't know how you can't be, because they have been hitting people over the head with their gay agenda for the longest time, and it's gotten to like epic proportions. Like, it's reaching a fever pitch right now. So this woman, and I might be doing a video like this soon. I just haven't decided yet, because I need to like visit my local Target, which I haven't in a while. And but she went in there to try to expose some of this. And if you guys didn't know, they, like, last year or a few months back, they had a controversy where they were selling youth binders to little girls who wanted to flatten their chests and turn themselves into little boys. So that's the kind of shit, and that's the kind of time Target's on. So let's see what we have here from the Patriot Barbie, okay? Here we go. My queer year. Here's cards for the gay people in your life. Welcome to Target. The front door is right there. So we are like 10 steps in before there is an entire pride display for your children to see. Okay, these are like naked people on shirts. I was curious where the straight section is.
the like shirts that say like straight pride and like hetero as heck. Super sis, you guys have like, so there's gay clothes, but you have like specific straight clothes for straight people. Bill. Oh, I was just curious where the straight section was. I wanted to buy some gifts for my kids.
Can you not record me, please?
I'm recording her.
I'm recording her.
Oh, she's recording me.
Okay, that's fine. I'm done.
Okay, where's the straight section for straight kids?
Indoctrination of
straight,
kids,
so-
and you're like behind.
Oh, I still wanted to talk to you, sir. You're the manager, right?
You're this little pussy man who can't even talk to these women who have a genuine concern. They're customers too, right? Are they not customers? Does their opinion not matter? What you guys are doing, y'all just don't care? Just don't care? No? Okay. Great. Love that to know. But why is this okay? Why is Target okay with pushing this shit? Like, I would love to know what their whole deal is, because they have been doing this for a long time. I have noticed this for years with Target, and it's been ever more. They, also do things like they won't sell certain people's books, like conservative books. They won't carry them. Things like that I've also noticed with Target. Like, they have been selling gay clothes for kids for a long time. I mean, what's the deal with that? What's the agenda there? I don't get that. Why do you need to push this on to people and their kids? There's a difference between acceptance and an agenda. Okay, this is utterly an agenda.
I still wanted to talk to you. Hello? Still trying to talk to you about this. No? No customer service?
What a little beta boy.
None?
I'm calling the police on you.
He's refused to talk to me 5 or 6 times.
What a loser. What an
Here
absolute
we go.
and utter loser, okay? Just gross. Really? Okay, guys, so the next thing I want to get into is this right here. This is from We Are Breitbart, and it is showing us the newest cover of Sports Illustrated magazine. And what do you typically find on the cover of Sports Illustrated magazine? Well, typically you find bikini-clad women, right? Well, in this issue here, we have what is actually a man. And why did I want to get into this? Well, I think this is a bigger deal than a lot of people might actually initially think. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, so men consume this magazine. Typically that is the case. This is a men's magazine. And I think it's wrong to put a man who is a transgender person on the cover, and this person obviously, is passing, looks very much like a woman, but is not a woman. And I think that is wrong, because you are tricking men into lusting after and into having improper thoughts about another man. And at the end of the day, that is not right, and that is not what most straight men are into. And they don't want to be tricked into thinking those things. They don't want to be tricked into thinking that it's okay to suck a woman's penis, as we've previously heard from other leftists. So no, I don't think this is right at all. I think Sports Illustrated is dead ass wrong. I think that Playboy, I think, has done this too, putting trans people who look like women in the magazine to try to entice and basically attract men to other men. That is not right. That is like, by proxy, sexual assault in a way. You might think that that's extreme. You might think that that is being over exaggerative, but I would love to know, men, your thoughts on this, because y'all are the victims in this campaign here of putting men who look very much like women. I mean, this person has breasts, their face is very feminine looking, but this is a man at the end of the day. And if you're attracted to that sort of thing, if you're the type of man who doesn't mind having sex with men who look like women, then whatever, that's fine for you. But all the other men who do have a problem with it and who don't want to have sex with these types of people, why is that okay? Because I guarantee you, most of the men who look at this cover and who look at this photo aren't going to know what it is they're looking at. They're not going to know that this is a man, and so they might have lustful thoughts. And then what if they come to realize later who this is or what is going on here? Then that's going to cause inner turmoil and mental stress for them. So y'all let me know, guys. What do y'all think? And I would definitely love to get men's opinion on this. I think it's absolutely wrong. It's in a way, like internet graping, eye graping for the most part. And, But I would love to know, what do you guys think? Because I think this is totally dead-ass wrong, and Sports Illustrated, you guys should be ashamed. Now I want to get into a clip from Megyn Kelly. She has been very based and red-pilled lately, and I've been loving her podcast. She has come to her ever-loving senses as of late. You know, like, she's very, what I would consider to be pretty moderate, but she's been leaning more right lately, which I love, but she's still very fair, and she still has a lot of opinions that I disagree with and that I differ from. But in regards to the kids, you know, the teas and the kids and all that, she's been very based and red-pilled. So let's get into this clip of her absolutely destroying Charlize Theron. And this was, oh, look at me, I'm in their damn comments, okay? Just absolutely destroying Charlize Theron and calling her bitch ass out for basically taking the side of drag queens over the side of kids.
And the problem for somebody like Charlize Theron, with all of her privilege, to come out and say, I will fuck you up if you oppose drag queens, is that she could not come from a more privileged position. She's rich, she's famous, she's beautiful. I'm sure she has a staff that looks like Downton Abbey. Guess who the pedophiles go after first? The kids from broken homes, the poor kids, the kids who have a parent who's addicted to drugs or alcohol, the kids who wind up in the system for having committed a juvenile defense, the kids who don't have a rich and famous mother out there saying, slay queen. All right? So she can lay the groundwork all she wants for drag queen performers everywhere. She's not going to have to pick up the mess. She's not going to have to deal with the children who get hurt as a result of us pretending this isn't happening, and it's all fine. It's all just well and good. It's not. It's dangerous. And the problem for somebody
Amen, sister. Amen. Everything she said there is absolutely 100% true. And a lot of people wonder, why are some people so mad at drag queens? Like, what's going on? It's the introduction of sexual content to children at a young age that is cause for concern, okay? It is the introduction of chemicals and drugs and an ideology that they should be completely innocent and like ignorant to. That is the problem, okay? It's protect the kids at all costs, okay? That's the type of shit that people like her, people like me are on. And if you have a problem with that, or don't see that, then I wonder, and I look funny at you, because how do you not think that a drag queen is something that a child needs to be exposed to? What is your connection there? Please explain it to me in the comments down below if you're watching this video and you disagree with what I'm saying, because absolutely not. I mean, why can't kids have their innocence? Why can't they keep their damn innocence? They should not be exposed to anything. Even heterosexual sex stuff, like, until they're like late teens, if even then, you know. We should be pushing a better message on kids than all of this gay stuff, okay? Why can't we push normal behaviors onto children? Not even push it onto them, just expose them to something that is wholesome. Expose them to God. Like, what is everyone's I mean, I don't have to ask that. I know what everyone's problem is. Everyone's sick in the head and full of SSRIs and full of shit. That is what's the problem, okay? So let's get into the last video, guys, and then we'll get on out of here because, yeah, it's about that time. This is the very accepting, civil, and you know, the loving left, okay? This is from, I guess, a drag queen event or some sort of gay event. I don't know. Let's see what we have going on here.
Look at that. What do you imagine? This is...
Phone's coming out if you...
I know she did not really think she was going to overpower a man. Girl, get a grip. Get a grip, girl. Stop it. You look silly.
If you guys continue blocking me from just trying to have civil dialogue, it's gonna come out.
No, thank you. There's nothing civil about the dialogue.
You turned around and wanted to talk to me, and then I put the mic in your face, and you say no. I gave them their warning.
Nashville drag performer. Okay, that doesn't sound too good. I gave you guys a warning not to block me, but if I'm gonna have to use the megaphone, that's what's gonna have to happen.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. What do you imagine? This is...
She's getting violent.
That's destruction of property. That's destruction of property. That's not going to end well for you guys. I don't know why I'm talking like normal when I have a megaphone. If you're going to vandalize my property, I'll keep using it. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. What's your imagine?
Oh my god, they're so tolerant, guys. Like they're just so open to other views that are not their own. Isn't it beautiful to see? I mean, dialogue is dangerous, guys. Remember, words are violence. We all know this, okay? So what do y'all think about all of this shit that is going on in this country? And that's the only word we can really use. It's all poo-poo. It's all caca, doo-doo, poo-poo. It's no good. No good at all. But let me know, guys, what y'all think about all the different clips that we got into today. Joe Biden's racist, little dementia-riddled ass. And Miller Lite. What do y'all think about it all, guys? I would love to know your thoughts. And please go and follow me, subscribe to the channel, like the video if you liked it, guys. That would be so epic. I really need your assistance. It would help me out so much if you guys would do that. And, you know, maybe one day, you know, I'll get my Twitter back. We'll see what the appeal holds. If they deny me again, I'm just going to have to delete my tweet. You know, it's like a shaming session. It's like, you admit that you were bad and you take away your tweet right now. Even though I didn't do anything. I'm innocent. I'm an innocent person. Okay? But Twitter needs to re-educate me too. Okay? I just need re-education everywhere I go because I'm just a bad person for having different thoughts. So let me know what yours are, guys, because mine are just bad. Okay? I have the bad ones, so I want to know what y'all's are. And until next time, guys, y'all take it easy. I will see y'all later. Okay, bye.
I just tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. If you mix brilliance with bravery, that we can ignite something. Even this conversation alone can ignite the people.
The time is now to express and for people to believe in themselves. The time is now for it to be okay to be great. People in this world shun people for being great, for being a bright color, for standing out. But the time is now to be okay to be the greatest you.